I'm not teaching, I'm publicly learning. But hi and welcome to Learning for the Life in UK test part 368, Taxation part 5. While doing short-term pension training, and if you participate in the short-term pension training, that's at your own risk. And we go additionally to that book through something about taxation to find out for what the government of the United Kingdom is spending the money. They have 1,000 billion in total to spend per year. And we had already done the first 4 big points, now the 5th point. Environment protection, that are in total 1.5%. Waste management are 1%. Wastewater is no number here. Pollution abatement, not even a billion. Protection of biodiversity and landscape, 500 million. So not even a billion, not even a thousandth of the total budget. R&D environmental protection, a 2,000th of the budget, and environment protection. So in total for the environment, 1.5% of all the money, and that's mostly in waste management. Housing and community amenities, that is in total 2%. Housing development, of which local authority housing 1% and other social housing 0.2%. It's all nothing. Community development 0.5%, water supply 1%, no, 0.1%. Community development 0.4%. And the housing and community amenities, what is it? 8 million, so nothing. Street lighting, so the whole street lighting altogether 1 billion. With 0.1% of all the money, 1 billion. When we're having health, that is a big chunk, that are 20% of all the money. So health, medical services are 213 billion, and medical research are 1.5 billion. So 0.1% of the money goes into medical research. $1.6. So recreation, culture and religion, that's in total 1%. Recreational and sporting services, 0.3%. So 22% going into medical services, but only 0.3% into recreational and sporting services. 0.3%. There's 300 times more money going into medical services than into sporting services or recreational services. And everyone who knows something about knows how these two are connected. Cultural services, nothing, 0.5%. Broadcasting and publishing services, 0.5%. Broadcasting and publishing services, yes, because, no, that is not because. There's no TV licenses. So, if the BBC makes the TV license, have we any number anywhere? Just that people are fined up to £1,000 if they don't pay it, and they had to pay it. Broadcasting and publishing services, 0.5%. Now, are in this 1,000 billion which the country has per year, the money from the TV license in or not? Religion and other community service, nothing, 100 billion, 0.01%, I think. Yes, 0.1% would be 0.01%. Recreation, culture and religion, 17 billion, so 0.001%. Okay, but we don't really know where the differences are. The main thing are cultural services 0.5% and recreation and sporting service 0.3%. So we were talking about that the government is making the swimming pools and the tennis courts and the football fields because private people oftentimes cannot afford that. It's just 0.3% of the total budget. Education, there we're having 10% of all the money. Primary and primary education, so under 5-year-old that are 5%. No, 0.5%. And then primary education that are 3%. Secondary education 5%. So 8% goes into the education directly, and then post-secondary non-tertiary education, that's nothing, not even a billion. And the rest is all not even a billion. Yes, more than a billion, but not a billion. Okay, different types of education, all not much. It's mostly in primary education, secondary education. But then we want also know what is where the cost. And total education 10%. Social protection, that are 35%. So more than a third of all the money which the country gives is in social protection. And that is sickness and disability. So for personal social services, these are 1%, and for incapacity, disability, and injury benefits, these are 6%. 60 billion or 6%. So 6% are going into disability and injury benefits and incapacity. When we're having personal social services, that is not so much, and then pensions that are 10%. 140 billion going into pensions. Survivors, this must be people whose partners have died or so, but that's nothing. It's just 1 billion. Family and children, personal social services, that's 1.5%, and again, family benefits, income support, and tax credits, 1.5%. Unemployment, we are having the other unemployed benefits, that is 1 billion, so it is 0.1%. Housing, that is 1.5%. So unemployment is in total just 1%. No, 0.1%, 0.1%. No, it's 1%, it's 1%. 17 billion. It's almost 2%. Can it be two? Yes, 2%, 17 billion or 2%. 1.7%. Social exclusion, social exclusion. What is that? Family benefits, income support, universal credit, and tax credits. Whatever it is, 0.1%. And then credits. No, it was more. So it was 60 billion, so it was 6%. And family benefits, income support, universal credit, and tax credits, 6%. 60 billion. What is that? And that are the EU transactions, that is for 2023 now. So we're having here VAT-based and GNI-based contributions net of abatement and collection costs derived as EU gross contribution pre-abatement after deduction of collection costs, traditional own resources without deduction of collected costs, EU receipts, other attribute costs and repayments. It are in total in 23-24. There's some minuses. It was on the other thing, it was 0.5%. It was more years before because of Brexit, probably. There's a minus in 22-23. And here's also total EU transaction a minus. So that we can get more money in 2023 when they get given into the EU. It's 1 billion, so 0.1%. If it would be a minus, then it are the United Kingdom had made plus of 0.25%. It's the other thing said 0.5%. 23-24. Let's make fast. It were in 2019-20. That were around 10,000, and also 2020-21. So before the Brexit, it were 10,000. In that would be 1%. So 1% was the EU. Now it seems the other side 0.5%. And in total, that were made 1,200 billion spent. The kingdom had 1,100 had, so they spent 120 billion too much. In 23-24. Okay, the country spent 1.2 trillion. 1,200 billion. 1,200 million. No, 1,200 million. Yes, 1,200. It's just 1,200 million. That's not money. I mean, it's just a million, just 1,000 times. It's not much money. Are we correct? No, it's not 1,000. It's 1 million million. It's 1 million million. So 1 million million. It's a 1,000 billion. 1 million million. Yeah, I think would really help me much. Okay, if you were just here for that, then that was it. We have 200 pages more. I want to read it on. Maybe we're gonna do it even maybe some other time. But that was what we wanted to have to take. We just wanted to look what the people are paying tax. So it's around a quarter, 20%. If it's lower than 50, first 10,000 free, then up to 50,000, it's 20%, and then 40% if more than 100,000. So something like that, around a third. And where the money is spent in, 80% are going into education and protection, so military and police, and health and pension and national debt. And no short of midterm training. If you participate in it, which is CRJ risk. We're doing forward short circuits. We go big, in front, down, back, front, and down. And backwards. So the biggest chunk, 20% are health, pensions are 10%, education 10%, protection 10%. I forgot to get the one, but the social benefits 20%. So 80% of the money is for social protection, defense of the country and police, education, and paying debt back. And the world lifter. We are having long arms, we're making fists with our hands, and we're bringing the shoulders down and together, we're opening the chest to the sky, and we're turning the arms to the inside. So the shoulders down, together, the arms to the inside. The arms to the outside, shoulders down, together, arms to the outside. Changing the arms to the inside, shoulders down, together. And the arms to the outside, shoulders down, together. And as an exercise, the arms to the outside, hands on to fist, and then with in front, and bring the arms in front, shoulders down, and together. Did anyone get this so fast? So the arms in front, and the shoulders down, and together. And we're changing the arms back, shoulders up, and in front. So the arms back, shoulders up, and in front. Strong fist. The arms in front, shoulders down, together. And we're changing the last time. The arms back, shoulders up, and in front. And the next exercise, the shrug. We're lifting the arms up, and we're shrugging the shoulders up, and we're letting it all down again. If this exercise causes pain, then don't do it. We're lifting the arms up, we're shrugging the shoulders up, and we're letting it all down. And again, the arms up, shrug the shoulders up, and let it all down. One last time. The arms up, shrug the shoulders up, and let it all down. Now, press the curl, arms together, down to the outside, and all we're doing is to observe how the scapulas are moving. Just observe the scapulas are going not back together a bit, but opening up, not to the outside, but also opening a bit up, always giving a perfect socket for the humerus. So that was the last time. Now with something, if you don't have a socket, you can also use a tennis ball. We have it the outside with a long arm. We let it fall, and you catch it again. A little out in the middle, and on the other side. And now we're stretching. Bring one arm in front, the shoulders back and down, pull the arm in, have that finger, stretch, relax the arm and go a little bit back with the shoulder. Bring it stretched everywhere got well. So, Shoulders back and down, pull the arm in, have flat fingers, try to relax the arm, go a little bit back of the shoulder. Navajana Surveyava. The shoulders back and down, pull the arm in, have flat fingers, try to relax that arm and go a little bit back of the shoulder. So shoulder back and down, pull the arm in, have flat fingers, relax the arm, go a bit back of the shoulder. I thank you very much, and until next time.